Hello, everyone. It's your girl Lati here. Back, back, back. Come on in, guys. It has been a while since I have been on here. Been taking a break. Been dealing with life, but God is still good and able in my life. So, y'all come on in and say hello to me. And I would like to talk about a very, very, very serious topic tonight. We're not going to get right into it yet, but I want you guys to come on in and say hello first. Can you say hello, 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 hello? Say hello, everybody. Come on in. Can you guys hear me? Come on in. My engineer and I was having some technical difficulties getting back in. So, um, guys, bear with us until we get back into the groove of things. Okay. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I have two people on. We're going to wait some more people to come on. How y'all doing? Hello. Got three people. Come on in. Come on. Come on in the room. Come on, guys. Come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk. How's life been treating you guys? I want to thank you guys for coming on the Lati show again. Um, it's been a while since I've been on here. I have been pretty busy trying to build myself back up as a solo artist. And I want to thank each and every last one of you guys for your support, for your love, for your donations. For those who wasn't able to come, they still donated to the cause. I want to thank the BR Bar, VIP. I want to thank Hughes for allowing the Latanya Hughes experience, which now I just call it the Latanya Hughes, to enter in such facilities to be able to be a blessing to be able to perform in your facilities. I thank you so much. I don't take that for granted. My band and I, my singers and I, we really, really, really appreciate you guys letting us be a part of your facilities to be able to perform. Um, on another note, I know we all are opening up now and we are able to perform in some of these places more. I'm, um, I'm I know a lot of people have not been vaccinated. So when you are coming to some of the shows, please be mindful that you are still required to wear your mask unless you are fully vaccinated. I think that's the law now. Now that we are open, you can come in with your mask, with your face shields, but when you sit, you can take it off. I guess that's how they have it going now. So let's keep that in mind. Um, through this pandemic, life has brought about a lot of changes for a lot of people. Um, and I have to say that some have endured a lot of different things. So I want to go on and talk about that tonight, and I wanted to get your opinion on it and how it has changed your life and what it is that you have done as a person, a mom, a dad, a family member, a friend? What have you done to help out the situations? Because a lot of people during the pandemic was struggling financially with their houses, car notes, their children, feeding their children. Of course, you got the stimulus check and things like that. But some people went into straight depression to where they started drinking, using drugs, a lot of different things. Now, a lot of those people are homeless. Low turn off. Okay, no power low turn off. I want to know from the family and from friends and family, um, have you experienced any of this since the pandemic and since things has opened up? The stress level of people doing drugs, alcohol to endure this terrible thing called the pandemic, COVID-19, to where a lot of people lost their jobs, weren't able to do a lot of things financially. So people turned to drugs, people turned to alcohol, people stressed out, people gained weight, people were homeless. Do you know of anybody? And if so, when they became homeless or they became alcoholics and started using drugs, it started being very abusive in the household. How do you guys deal with that as a mother, as a father, as a friend, as a cousin, as a sibling? How is it that you guys deal with those things during the pandemic and after the pandemic? Because people are really struggling with alcohol and drug abuse now since the pandemic because they have lost a lot and they have also been struggling and they have turned to alcohol and drugs as a medication. How do you deal with it when they're fighting you and they're angry and you have to put them out? What do you do? Do you seek help for them? What if they don't want help? What do you do? Guys, give me some feedback on that tonight. My engineer, he's having some technical difficulties tonight. So, guys, bear with us because I can't see your response yet. But please, give me your response. How do you deal with someone on drugs and alcohol if they're abusive or don't want help? Do you give up on them? Uh, what do you do? I can't see anything. Also, guys, until we can get this technical difficulties done on, I think my engineer's on. On June, what's going on, Derek, with this? Hello? Hello? At VIP Lounge, the host has unmuted your mic. Okay. I don't know what's going on, guys. Give us a second. Press 1 on that mic voice. Okay. I am. Okay, it says my video is not showing, guys. Okay, I don't know what's going on. It's good now, he says. Okay, guys. I mean, am I see anybody there? I mean, I can't see anything. Maybe we should do this another day because I can't read anything. Can you put the topic up? Okay, guys, we're gonna come back. Um, let's meet back here about 8:15, or just do it on Monday or Wednesday because I can't see anything. What is it? Guys, we're having technical difficulties. We're gonna come back. 1 second. Do, 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 do. Back on. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. My camera wasn't working. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming to the Lati show. Um, let's talk about this serious conversation here. Like I said before, a lot of people are dealing with drugs and alcohol after being in the pandemic, COVID-19, losing family members for COVID-19. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with and support a family member that is on drugs and alcohol and they don't want help? What do you do? Somebody please, let's speak on this tonight. I think this is a very serious topic. I think a lot of people are dealing with this in their homes, even me and my family.
and it has been a struggle. So I want to know, how do you deal with it? How do you support? Do you just throw your hands in the air and say, hey, it's your life, I'm done, after you have tried so many times to get help and help them? I have watched on the west side of Chicago many people that I grew up with on my block who have been addicted to drugs and alcohol from the time I was a teenager to now, and they're still alive, you know, and they're still walking around using drugs, using alcohol. How do we deal with that when it's in the household, when they're stealing from you, when they're being verbally and physically abusive to you? What do you do? And then when you put them out, you still have a heart for your people to help them. So, what do you do when they don't want help? What do you do? The phone is in. I don't understand what's going on with this today. Okay. It's giving an echo.
So, what do we do, guys? What do we do when we have people? I don't know. Was there anything I said heard a few minutes ago? Do I need to repeat it? Do I need to repeat what I just said because the phone wasn't in? Did you guys hear me? It was heard. Okay. I'm like, oh, I don't even remember what I said. No, but serious, guys. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I have 6 people on. Welcome to the Lati Show. Thank you once again for joining me. It has been a while since I've been on. I have been myself dealing with life changes and life things that's going on in my personal life. Um, and I've been maintaining it, but sometimes you just want to hear from other people to see how do they deal with things um, from a different perspective to help you deal with things and get some ideas. So I have 7 people watching right now. Thank you guys for joining the Lati Show. Maybe you guys can chime in on something for me. Um, Talk to me about it. Let me know. Give me some advice, and maybe we can help somebody else who's dealing with a domestic in the household. Um, Let me know what we can do to help somebody today. Okay, now, this is something that we all need some help with because we know a family member who is dealing with drugs and alcohol, being abusive. My mic is muted. Okay, being abusive to themselves and others. How do we deal with that? Do you just give up on them? Do you turn your back on them? Do you put them out on the streets? Do you just not care anymore? But how do you not care anymore? Well, I'm glad you asked. After a while, there's nothing you can do. If someone doesn't want help, you always hear the saying, pray for them. Okay, when you have gotten camel knees from praying and nothing seems to work, not even prayer, what do you do? How do you deal with alcohol, drugs, and abusive family members? What do you do? How do you cope with it? How do you sleep at night knowing that they're out on the streets and you can't let them in? Because when they come in, they're going to fight you, they're going to cuss you out, they're going to disrespect you. So you got to put them out. What do you guys, come on, guys, talk to me. I have my, this is a lemonade. Lemonade. I have lemonade. What do you think you should do? Tough love. So when you say tough love, what is tough love? Because tough love can come in all different shapes, forms, and fashion. What is tough love? Because you always hear that you got to give people tough love. What is tough love? Give me an example of tough love when someone is strung out on drugs and alcohol. What's tough love? Can you put the title back up for me, please, just in case some people are going to come in? What's tough love? Give me an example of tough love with someone who is an alcoholic and someone who uses drugs, and they're your family member or even your child, and they don't want help. What do you do? How do you deal with it? How do you support them? Do you give them money? Because 9 times out of 10, you give them money, they're going to go buy drugs and alcohol. Nobody? I heard tough love. What's tough love? At some point, you have to let them fall and want to help themselves. Yeah. Okay. But what if you see them every day and it just hurts your heart and you just want to give to them? What do you do when you just see your person? What if they never fall? What if they are falling and you see them falling and you want to help them, and then you help them, and then 5 minutes later they cussing you out and disrespecting you again? So I guess you just let them go. You just let them go. You close your door on them. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen recovery only works if they want it. True. Hey, Lati, you cry a lot, but then you pray. I've learned that there's no way that you can help someone that doesn't want help. If you give your life over to continually trying to help them, it's like you're both addicted. Wow, that's interesting. They're afraid to be without that addiction because it's comfortable, and they don't know what it feels, what will what will feel that space, desire, needs. It's difficult, but life was promised. He never said that it'd be easy. Wow. Thank you, Nina. Wow. Wow. Put what she said back up, please. I want to talk about that. I like when you said, uh, when you say it's like you both are addicted. So when you say that, you're saying that that person's addicted to the drugs and the alcohol, and then you're addicted to help them. But then again, you become an abuser of yourself because you're trying to help them. Is that what you're saying, Lena? Because what happens is the more you try to help them, you say it becomes an addiction because you constantly keep trying to help them and they don't want the help, and what it does, it tears you down. So you just should just leave them alone and let them deal with the addiction, or deal with the issue of alcohol and drugs. What do you do? You can't help unless they want the help. Yeah, I get it. So as the person who's trying to help, they get affected, period T. Yeah. They get affected by wanting to help the person that don't want to be helped. So how do the person who's trying to help deal with the fact that they don't want the help? But they have been affected by trying to help the person, the abuse and neglect and the manipulation and the stealing and the harsh words. So now the person who was the helper goes into depression or try to stay away, but then when the person reach back out, you help them again. So do you not help them anymore, or do you just leave them alone and say, no, I'm not helping you. I tried to help, you don't want the help, so don't call me anymore. Don't reach out to me. If I see you, just drive past them. Is that considered tough love? How do you is that considered tough love? Or is that considered, you know what, I'm tired of I'm not doing it no more? Um, I get it, but I'm saying, how did the person who tried to help heal from the abuse from the do they get counseling of the abuse that they endured from the person who was on drugs and alcohol? Or should they just leave them alone and go on with their lives? Stop trying to help. Gotcha. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. It's so hard for people to try not to help their loved ones. It hurts, but that's the tough love. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Thank you. Like I said, life brings about changes, and sometimes we as people, we are human, and we have to learn how to snap back from what other people have brought us through their behaviors. Not yours, but theirs. When you're trying to help them. Yes, you might as well join them. Wow. You might as well join them. I never leave them alone necessarily, but at some point you have to choose life. Wow, that's nice. And that life is yours. It's very difficult, but addicts have to hit rock bottom to want to change. Many may need counseling because they become um, enablers, and that gets comfortable too. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I worked at a couple of facilities where there were drug users, people who had been, I guess it's a little bit different than using drugs, but they were addicted to abuse. When someone is addicted to abuse, how do you let them go to constantly be abused? That's kind of hard, you know? Some people are addicted to being abused. I worked in a system dealing with teenager girls, and I remember they was doing like, oh, my hands need lotion. I remember they were doing sex trafficking, and one of the young ladies ended up killing her child. Um, it was on the news. She was arrested. I don't want to say her name, but she was one of the girls who was in my group home, and she was addicted to pleasing her boyfriend, in which she turned to prostitution and she turned to drugs and things like that. And she ended up killing her 1 year old child from stress from not being able to please her boyfriend. So I know this is a tough conversation, guys, but if there's anybody out there who's dealing with drugs, alcohol, addictions, or anything like that, some people are afraid to get help because they're afraid people are going to laugh at them, talk about them. But just know, everybody is an ex something. Latanya is an ex something. I may have never done drugs and abused alcohol and drugs, but I'm an ex something, you know? And you have to know that it's okay to seek help. I dealt with depression when my son went to prison, and I had to seek counsel. It was funny because she only saw me twice. Because as I was speaking to her, she said to me, Miss Hughes, you already have the answers. The answers is, as your son told you, the things that he did, they're not your fault. They're his fault and they're his responsibility. And those are the things that he desired to do. And you as a good mom, and he doesn't blame you, he blames himself. But somewhere deep down inside as a mother, I blamed myself. And a lot of people don't know that about Latanya because I'm a mother that loved being a mother. And I would take on a lot of my son's faults of going in and out of prison. Even some of his behavior now, I would take the fault. Well, no, I take that back. I don't take the fault, but I used to take the fault um, of just spoiling him. But what's wrong with loving your children? You know, I'm a spoiled child. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a woman that's 35. I'm a spoiled woman. Okay, but that doesn't mean because I get love and a lot of love from my family and from my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, my man. That doesn't mean that I have the right to be abusive, to act so spoiled to where I think the world revolves around me. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna go to alcohol and drugs to get my way. It don't work like that. So I have even when people say, "Oh, she gets spoiled." When you get a spoiled child, they end up like this. Not necessarily true, because everything in life is choice. You know, I had to learn that it's not my fault of the of the things that my son has done. I was a mother, and I'm still his mother. But tough love is something I struggle with because I've always been my children's savior. Or being I only have two biological children, I want my boys to be loved. But I had to learn, oh, they have been loved and they are loved. But when certain behaviors come about, it's not my fault. I can still love on them, but I don't have to be their savior. Did that make sense, guys? I've never been a mother of a 32-year-old. I've never been the mother of a 19-year-old. So this is all new to me. And I have boys. So when my boys go astray, I had to learn what he said. You have to take the titty out their mouth. Now, I wouldn't say there because there's only one. And my boys are different night and day. I have one that's real responsible. I have one that's not responsible. It's not to put my boys out there because a lot of my Facebook friends on here, you know my children. For the most part, you know my children. So that's something that we definitely already know. That's funny. Can you put the topic back up for me, my engineer, please? So that those who thank you guys for joining the Lati Show. I see you. Well, I see. So, guys, shine in on this. We had a good 15. No, we got a couple of more minutes on this topic, and we want to get some more feedback on that. Thank you, guys. Okay, Lena says, I used to work. Okay, you're next. Wow. Wow. Wow, such is life, right? Yeah, Lena, that was so. Lena, let me ask you a question. How did you get used to having to deal with those people passing away, and you knew that it was happening? Was it something that affected you afterwards? Is it one? Maybe 2 minutes, babe. Lena said I never got used to it, but I knew time would take care of my shortcomings. Wow, that's interesting. Hey, Lena, I think we look alike on your profile picture. Are we twins, girl? You cute, girl. I love it. We look alike, like for real. I'm looking at you like this girl. Look, we look alike. She's gone now. You won't see her. No, she's gone. It's the wigs. Yes, it gotta be, girl. We twins. I love it. I love it. You're a beautiful queen. I love it. Gratitude. So, Alina, let me ask you a question. How long have you been doing what you're doing? How long have you been? Yeah, my engineer was just telling me people are running from this topic because they don't know what to do either. Yeah, I get it, guys. You're not alone. Definitely not alone. Neither do I. Neither do I should call my buddy in with me to talk about this. What do you think about it? If you have time to come in, let's talk. Have Derek to come in if he can. Come live with me, Derek, and talk about this. We got a couple more minutes. Maybe you can come in and chime in on it if you're able to. It don't look like you are. But if so, do so. Yeah. I think something in our community that a lot of people don't know the answers to. So the good thing is to know, guys, that you are not alone in this at all. No one knows either. You're not alone. I don't think you can see. If you go over there, I don't think it's going to see. So I changed my career to healthcare about 8 years ago. Never has it been easy, but my heart is what God made it. Yeah, cool. That's what's up. Well, God bless you, girl. That was a lot to deal with. I'm sure. So, guys, make sure you get a chance. You're ready to leave in about 5 minutes. Make sure you guys get the tickets for June the 26th. We are going to have a good time at the VIP lounge. So, get your tickets. I look forward to bringing you guys new music. I look forward to having you guys to enjoy what I love to do, and that's sing. And I love to bring you guys new music and good music. So, hear that in the background. Blessings, beautiful. Same to you. Thank you. So we're going to get ready to get off here, guys. And those of you who do not say anything, you can still leave your comments at the bottom. If you want to be a blessing, please go to LatanyaHughes@gmail.com or $LatanyaHughes35. Don't forget, A Mother and Two Sons radio stations will be back up. So make sure you get ready to send me over your music so we can go ahead and play your music on my radio station. Okay? So I'm going to get off here. You guys continue to respond if you have time. Respond, and we will get back to this conversation again another time, okay? Maybe people don't know what to do. So this was a tough one, and I get it. So I'll see you guys back here next week, next Wednesday, on another hot topic with your girl, IT.